Try something before you keep watching. Close your eyes for 2 seconds and picture the worst thing anyone has ever said to you. A specific sentence, the face of the person saying it, the room you were in. You've got it, instantly. Now, picture the best thing anyone has ever said to you. The exact words, the moment, the face. You're stalling. You're reaching for something generic. A parent, maybe. A friend once at a wedding. But the sharp, specific memory, the same crystal quality as the wound, isn't there. You just failed a test you didn't know you were taking. And the strange thing isn't that you failed it. The strange thing is that everyone fails it. The same way. In every language. On every continent. In every era we can measure. Which means something quiet is going on inside your head. Something you never agreed to. Something that is shaping how you remember your own life without ever asking your permission. Let me show you what I mean. There's a couple. Married 15 years. Ask the husband to describe the marriage and he'll tell you about a fight they had on a Tuesday in 2019. He remembers what she wore. He remembers the exact word that set him off. He can quote her. Ask him to describe a good morning from that same year and he'll shrug. There must have been hundreds. He can't find one. His wife is the same. She remembers the night he forgot her birthday in 2017. She does not remember the 4 birthdays he got right, in a row, before it. Neither of them is lying. Neither of them is a bad partner. They're doing what every human brain does. Now try the teacher test. Somewhere in your childhood, a teacher said one cutting thing to you. You can probably still hear it. The tone, the pause before it, the other kids listening. Now try to remember the teacher who said the opposite that same year. Who told you that you were smart, that you had a good mind, that you'd do something one day. Someone did. Statistically, someone did. But the cutting one is still perfectly preserved 30 years later. And the kind one is gone. So the pattern is real. The pattern is everywhere. The question is why. For that, we have to go somewhere very old. You're on a plane in East Africa. You have 25 people in your camp. Your cousin walks to the watering hole in the morning and comes back and says the water was fine. Your other cousin walks to the same hole an hour later and comes back and says a snake bit him in the reeds. Your brain does not average these 2 reports. It does not weigh them equally. It takes the snake story and burns it in deeper than the good report can reach. Tomorrow, when you go to that water, your legs will slow before your mind catches up. You'll already know. That is the whole system working exactly as designed. And its design goal was never to make you happy. Its design goal was to keep you breathing until sundown. The ancestors who felt bad news heavier than good news lived. The calm ones, the ones who averaged the reports, walked into the reeds and never came back. You are descended from the paranoid ones. Which raises the real question. Not whether the bias exists, you've felt it your whole life. The question is how heavy it is. If a good day and a bad day sat on a scale in your head, how far would the scale tip? For a long time, nobody knew. It was just a feeling. Everyone had it. Nobody had measured it. And then, in the year 2000, someone did. A research team pulled together decades of psychology studies, memory, first impressions, feedback, learning, trauma, and looked for the shape of the scale. They found it. And when they tried to put a number on how much heavier the bad side was, one number kept coming back. Roughly 3. Roughly 3 good events to cancel out one bad one. Not in every domain, not as an iron law, but as the pattern the research kept returning to. The lead author, a psychologist named Roy Baumeister, called the paper "Bad is Stronger Than Good." It's one of the most cited papers in modern psychology, and it's the first honest answer to the question you just asked yourself. Your memories don't preserve your life equally. They preserve danger disproportionately, but knowing the number doesn't fix anything. If anything, it makes the next part worse, because the tilt isn't in one place. It's everywhere in the machine. An angry face in a crowd of smiling faces. Your eyes will find it first. A single bite from a dog will keep you nervous around dogs for years, and 1,000 friendly dogs afterward will not fully undo it. A criticism from a stranger on the internet will replay in your head at 2 a.m., while 100 quiet compliments the same week are already gone. None of these are choices. You are not doing them. They are being done to you by a stack of ancient systems that all point the same direction. Which was fine. For a long time. It kept your bloodline alive. Except now there is an entire economy built on top of that stack, and that economy knows exactly which levers to pull. Every notification on your phone, every push alert, every headline engineered to make you click, every thumbnail with an angry face on it. They are not creating your negativity bias. They are renting it. They know one alarming story pulls harder on your attention than three reassuring ones. So they feed you the alarming one every hour of every day. Not because someone in a room decided to make you miserable, but because algorithms measured your clicks. And your clicks said this: your ancient survival wiring is the most profitable real estate in the modern world. And you are being farmed with a lever that was installed in your skull 200,000 years ago for a completely different purpose. But this is still not the worst part, because so far we've talked about how your brain lies to you about the world. Bad news, bad memories, bad first impressions, threats. There is one more thing your brain lies to you about. You. Think about how you would describe yourself right now. Not the polished version, the private one. The one that runs quietly under your skin when you're alone. Almost certainly the loudest voice in that description is a list of your failures. The times you weren't enough, the moment you froze, the thing you said in 2014, the version of you that let someone down. You know these files by heart. They are searchable in high resolution. They are available on demand. Now try to find the version of yourself that showed up. That kept the promise. That was steady on a hard morning. That helped someone quietly and never told anyone. That person existed. Statistically, that person exists most days. But the file is dim and the search is slow and the results are hard to trust because your brain does the same thing to your own life story that it did to the couple's marriage. It saves the fights. It shrugs at the good mornings. It builds a self out of the sharpest, darkest fragments, because those are the ones tagged for survival. The person you think you are, the sum of everything you remember about yourself, is not a record. It's a survival document, written by a system that is willing to lie to you, edit you, and delete your best days if that's what it takes to keep you alert tomorrow. You are not the story of your life. You are the story your brain needs you to believe about your life so that you'll get out of bed tomorrow and stay alive one more day. Somewhere inside your head is an editor. It cuts thousands of ordinary mornings. It deletes quiet happiness. It keeps the failures. It keeps the fear. It keeps the snakes. And then it hands you the finished film and calls it your life. And you sit down and you believe it.